So, Miss Jill Schweiss, would you come forward, please? And we have to step over this way, Jill. A lot of you have probably heard me speak of this young lady. I'm always saying, oh, my Jill, and Jill this and Jill that. She is the most fantastic artist. These are her works. Stand over here, kid. And Greg, could you hand me that Chicago Institute thing that's on the desk there? And we'll get to that. This is Jill's self-portrait, and we'll come back to it because it has to do with what Greg is bringing up. So Jill is graduating from high school in June. She's 17 years old now, but she's been a star for a while. She only started, when you started painting, you were how, 14?
Ninth grade, I don't know.
Yeah, ninth grade. So she started in ninth grade, and she's 17 now. So this is where we are. Now, this painting is her self-portrait when she was going off to the Chicago Art Institute last year for this workshop for students. And so they chose one of her works to be on the cover of their catalog. So that says a whole lot, and she wasn't even 17 then. So, and this is her recent work, and then she has one, the painting, the black and white there, and here we have one of her works, which I'm glad to say has been sold. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome one of my very favorite dear young people, Miss Jill Schweiss of Menominee Falls High School.
Yay! Well, I just want to say that I'm so grateful to Cynthia. She has done so much for me, and she's just spreading the word about me to everyone, it seems like, and I'm very grateful to have that. But the black and white pieces, this one and the one closer to the door, were pieces that I did a year ago, and they were both from a series that was inspired by the passing of my dad. And I think it was the first time that I needed art, and it shows because there's so much more energy in them, or at least I see it now looking back. And I think that I think back to when I was making them, and I realized that I wasn't thinking at all when I was making them, and that's the key, just being there with the painting and letting my emotions take over and see what happens. Because this painting only took me like 3 hours because I just sat there and I just did it, and I was going to do more, but then my art teacher told me to stop because I tend to overwork things if I'm not reined in. But this piece was one I did in Chicago, and it's about being anxious about moving on to the next thing, but also kind of excited. And then this is a print of my friend. I like to paint people that I know because it seems more personal than just to paint some random person, and then I can do what I want with the reference image because I do a lot of photography, so the photography kind of inspires the artwork, and all these passions play off of each other, so thank you.
Anybody have questions for Jill? Here, well, why don't you tell us what your plans are for in the fall?
I will be attending UWF Tech School of the Arts to study something in art, yet to be determined.
Right. Not only is Jill a great artist, but she's very strong academically. And she also studies nutrition. You want to tell a little bit about that?
It's another passion of mine, because a few years ago I discovered, thanks to the help of my mom, that I was gluten intolerant, and that kind of led to all these other healthy decisions. Now I also don't eat dairy and artificial sugar, but it's a good thing. I welcome those changes because I feel amazing now, and so, yeah. pretty much
Well,
it.
good. And welcome to Jill's mom. This will be my first time meeting her tonight. Okay. Okay. Well, now we're going to do something a little different. Mr. Terrell Lewis.